This question, we have a company, 200 employees classified as full-time workers, part-time workers, or contractors. And there is a table below showing the number of employees in each category and whether they walk to work or use some form of transport. The events F, H, and C are that an employee is a full-time worker, part-time worker, or contractor, respectively. So let's mark up the page with the correct letters so that we don't get confused. Okay? So we're having a look. It says that F is a full-time worker. So let's put F next to that one. It says H is a part-time worker and C is a contractor. And then it says let W be the event that the employee walks to work. It then goes on to introduce another event, and that is B. So let B be the event that an employee uses the bus. So given that 10% of full-time workers use the bus, 30% of part-time workers use the bus, and 20% of contractors use the bus, draw a Venn diagram to represent the events F, H, C, and B. Okay. Right, what would be useful here is if we just had a total column for our table. It just let us be able to work out those percentages a little bit more easily. So if we had a total column on this side, we add all these ones up. So we've got 10, we've got 110, and we've got 80. That all adds up to 200. And then underneath, just in case we need it, we've got 67 and 133. Okay. So let's do a few little calculations. So we want to know how many people get the bus. So we want to know full-time worker and the bus. That is 10% of the full-time workers. So that's going to be 1. Okay. We also want to know the part-time workers. That's H and get in the bus. We're told that part-time workers, it's 30%. So 30% of 110 is 33. And we also want to know contractors and bus. So that is 20% of 80, and that's 16. Okay, so we're going to need those numbers when doing our Venn diagram. Okay, key feature of any Venn diagram is that it must have a box. No box and you automatically lose a mark. It's then not a Venn diagram. So I'm going to have a nice big box here. Right. So where this Venn diagram is actually a little bit more difficult is that we've got to represent 4 separate events. F, H, C, and B. And some of those are going to intersect and some aren't. So we've got to think, right, well, we know F and B can happen, H and B can happen, and C and B can happen. They can happen at the same time. But you can't have F and H happening, and you can't have H and C happening at the same time. So let's put F here, and let's put B here. Okay. So let's mark that up, and we've got F is this one here, and we've got B being that one there. And let's fill in the numbers that we have for the 2 of them straight away. We know that F and B is 1, and the total for full-time workers is 10. So that means this section has to be 9. Okay, next thing that can happen at the same time is H and B. So let's draw H and make that intersect with B. So we've got that bit there and label that one up as H. And again, let's fill the numbers in. It says H and B is 33, so that's that bit there. And to find the rest, we have to do 110, take away 33, that is 77. Okay. Final thing is to do C and B. So we need another set down here. Like that. Let's label that one with C. Okay, well, we know C and B is 16. Total for C should be 80. So we do 80, take away 16. That is 64. It's key to then label anything else in there. Well, these are all the people that get the bus. So this bit in here has to be empty. Has to be 0. And when you add up all of these, it should add up to 200 because we've got all the full-time workers here, all the part-time workers here, and all the contractors here. Add all those up, you get 200, leaving nothing else on the outside. So that is your completed Venn diagram. Optional feature is you could label it with S, and that just means the sample space. Okay? Right, we can move straight on to part E because we can use our Venn diagram for answering that. It says find the probability that a randomly selected employee uses the bus to travel to work. Okay, well, this fraction is going to be all over 200 because there are 200 people there, and we just need to add 1 plus 33 plus 16 to get our fraction of 50 over 200. So there you go. Strange looking Venn diagram, but I have seen some like it. There you go.